One of the most lethal duos in NBA history. We only got to see them together for 3 years, and a lot of that was injury plagued. But when they were on the court together, it was spectacular. Of course, we're talking about LeBron James and Kyrie Irving teaming back up in NBA 2K20. Let's jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, man. Today we have Legend LeBron James teaming up with Kyrie Irving, playing some 2v2 in NBA 2K20. And let's just get it right off the bat. This is one of the most spectacular duos in NBA history, but if we're being honest, it's not the best 2v2 lineup in 2K. Obviously, we don't have a big man. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle if we face a big that, he just runs to the paint and holds X. But on offense, we're going to be tough to stop. But of course, in real life, it's not 2v2. It's 5v5, and this duo was insane. We'll talk more about the duo in a little bit, but let's just talk about my LeBron build real quick. This is my original LeBron build with over 100 badge upgrades. I mean, it's insane. 23 shooting badges. The build shoots so well. It really does shoot so well. 35 playmaking. The finishing is already ridiculous. Before we hit Legend, now it's even more unstoppable. But here's what we did with the 11 defensive badges. Since I'm going to be playing the big man and I'm basically a guard, I have Pogo Stick and Intimidator on goal because I got to give myself a chance to get a stop against a center. If a 7'3" center steps on the court, he can literally run to the paint and hold X all game. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Let's jump right into it. Now, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, they played together for 3 seasons. Now, if you remember, the first season they went to the finals, Kyrie hurt his knee. He played part of game 1 of the NBA finals, and then he did not play again. So, they lost, yes, but, they were also without Kevin Love. It was an injury-plagued season. Let's leave it at that. The next year, they go to the finals. They take down the 73-win Warriors. Kyrie and LeBron, the last 3, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, they went crazy. Remember when they both combined for 82 points? It was one of the best performances from a duo in NBA history, and this was only their second year playing together. They won the championship. Like I said, they took down the 73-win Warriors. Then they come back for their 3rd season together, and you start to hear about, not everything is peaches and cream. You know what I mean? Not everything is great. Plus, those 73-win Warriors, we already know what happened. They picked up Kevin Durant, and in my opinion, honestly, the only way that team was going to lose was what we saw in last season's NBA Finals, was if they have major injuries, which obviously they did last year with KD and Clay going down. But when they faced Kyrie and LeBron, they were at full health. Steph, Clay, Draymond, Iggy, and not to mention Kevin freaking Durant, plus all the guys off the bench, Livingston. They were an unbelievable team, and obviously, they took down Kyrie and LeBron. But I don't think there's any shame in losing to that team. That team is arguably the greatest team in NBA history. In my opinion, no team is beating that team if they're healthy. Now, obviously, if they had major injuries like last year, Toronto was able to take them down. But in my opinion, if they were healthy, they're winning the NBA Finals every year. But the reason I'm bringing that up is you look at the 3 years these guys played together. They won a championship, which, if you win a championship in a 3-year span, that is a successful 3-year span. But on top of it, they went to the finals, and they had a really good chance to win it the first year as well. Obviously, Kevin Love going down didn't help. But then when Kyrie went down, it was, LeBron and Matthew Dellavedova and all these other guys. If they had Kyrie, even without Kevin Love, if they had Kyrie, that changes the whole series. But, okay, so that finals got messed up because of Kyrie's knee. Then they won a championship, and then they lost to arguably the greatest team ever. So they had a very successful 3-year span. But why did it end? And a lot of people blame LeBron. A lot of people blame Kyrie. I just think they were at different parts of their career. Kyrie wanted to have his own team. He wanted to be the man of his team. And he knew, listen, you're in Cleveland playing with LeBron. That's never going to be the case. So he just felt it was time for him and his career path to move on, which, listen, not a lot of people wouldn't have the balls to do it, but Kyrie did, so I give him credit for that. Now, somebody asked me the other day, and I tweeted this the other day. Somebody asked me, what is Kyrie's career if you take away the 3 years that he played with LeBron? And I had never really thought about it. I look at Kyrie as this amazingly talented 1v1 player that can score on anybody, amazing ball handler. He's just a bucket getter. He's a clutch performer. But if we're being honest, right, unbiased, besides the 3 years he played with LeBron, where he won a championship, he went to the finals 2 more times, what has his career been? I mean, he's been injury plagued. He's kind of, it's been a little disappointing if we look at it. And I never had really thought about it, like I said, but you guys comment down below. What is Kyrie's career if, you know, outside of the 3 years he played with LeBron? I mean, his first, 4 years in Cleveland, they never even made the playoffs. Then he left, he went to Boston. He ended up getting hurt the first year, and they went to the conference finals without him, losing to LeBron in Game 7. Then he came back, and honestly, the team just couldn't figure it out chemistry-wise. Then he left and went to Brooklyn, and he's been hurt again this season. And he's out for the season now. I mean, obviously the season is postponed. We don't even know if we're going to have a season. But when it was going on, he was out for the season. He's had, so many injury problems. So that's first off the bat. I mean, we can't even say that's only when he didn't play with LeBron, though, because even, as I said, the first NBA Finals, he hurt his knee. And then I think his second season, he only played like 50-something games. He didn't even make the All-Star team. I think he was still rehabbing from that knee, or maybe it was a different injury. It seems like he always has injury problems, but the 3 years outside of LeBron, not only were there injury problems, there was chemistry problems in Boston. I mean, even with the Nets this season, he started to have chemistry problems, talking about, that they don't have enough good players around that around him and KD when KD comes back. Like, there was a lot of turmoil and toxic energy and stuff going around. I don't know. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. What is his career outside of the 3 finals appearances with LeBron, obviously the 1 championship and all that? Like, what we look at Kyrie as this amazing player, and honestly, he is. His basketball skill, in my opinion, cannot be denied. But in terms of the lack of success on the court, I don't know what we chalk it up to. Do we just say he was injured all those times? But that doesn't excuse, like I said, the chemistry problems and pissing off teammates, and not only teammates, just people that work in the organizations. Like, it's like there's a lot of layers to it, and I don't really know what to make of it. That's why I tweeted it the other day to get everyone's opinions on it. But check this out. Let's get back to the gameplay. We're running essentially 2 guards, like 2 ball handlers. I usually ISO on my build. Swag's on an offensive threat representing Kyrie, so he ISOs on that build. So it's kind of like, offensively, it's all good. One of us can spot up, one of us can cook. But then when the other team gets the ball, if they go in the paint, it's like you're just playing the lottery. Hopefully the game gives you a good shot contest, because I'm not going to lie, we played a couple 7-3 centers, and they're just running to the paint, holding X, going up over us, and is going in 9 out of 10 times. So defensively, not a good lineup at all. Offensively, really, really tough to stop, unless, we miss a wide open shot or something like that. But as I had mentioned, when these dudes played in real life, obviously it wasn't 2v2, it was 5v5. And honestly, these 2 builds playing in a 5v5 setting, like if it was, Team Pro-Am or Rec or 5v5 Park, this would be lethal, because you would have 2 scoring options, 2 ISO players, 2 guys that could get a bucket at any moment, and they would work together just like they did in real life. It would be a beautiful thing to watch. But obviously on the 2v2 court, it's a little bit different. It's a little more like RNG, kind of, a lot of luck based in terms of, what animation you get and whether you get a shot contest on a taller player and stuff, because, it's make it take it. So it's a lot of RNG going on the 2's court. But listen, if there's any other duos you guys want me to make a video about, we talk about their careers a little bit and try to make the builds that represent them as best as possible, try to make the builds look exactly like them. I think we got it spot on this video. The only difference was, I couldn't get the throwback jersey that Kyrie has on. I had to go with the current Cleveland jersey. The only difference is the yellow or black letters. But besides that, we got it spot on. The face creations look great. The builds fit perfectly. All that type of stuff. So if there's any other duos you guys want me to do, let me know. Past, present. We gotta dig back into the archives right now, because there's no new content to make in terms of the NBA season being suspended. So we got to go back, do some throwback videos, do some throwback players, throwback duos. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like I said, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate all the love recently. You guys have been going crazy on all these types of videos, so I'm going to keep them coming. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.